Are you tired all the time? Same. So let's talk about some different fatigue hacks that might help. There are a ton of studies that show that mild to moderate exercise can improve fatigue. So get up and move around. Or you can sit down and move around. Or you can lay down on the floor and move around. You do not actually have to do a full workout to get the benefits of that sort of energy boost from exercise. If you have access to a rebounder, which is like a mini trampoline, jumping can be one of the best ways to boost your energy, and you can actually kind of jump on a rebounder even if you can't jump. If you're driving, open the windows. I'll admit this is an old trick from my college road tripping days. If I got tired, I'd always just open the windows and let the wind kind of smack me in the face. But if you're really tired, you want to pull over and take a nap because you certainly don't want to be in a car accident. Eating something can a lot of times make you feel more alert, but there are some interesting special options that you can try. Sour foods or sour candy can help wake you up. So can crunching on Altoids or other strong mints. You do want to avoid caffeine and stimulants if they interrupt your sleep. They might boost your energy in that moment, but they're not going to make up for the lack of sleep you had. Try to automate your life. I'm a huge fan in finding ways to do less. I have groceries delivered. I have drugstore stuff delivered. I order online. On the same note, and also something I talk about in the stress hack section, is the importance of having a routine. Routines require less thought, and less thought equals less fatigue. Now, I don't cook, but when I did, I would always make enough for days and freeze the leftovers. It's generally not more difficult to cook enough to feed 2 people, or 4 people, or 8 people. Also, there are a variety of food services out there that deliver recipes, and then they'll deliver all the ingredients for it, and it's all measured and kind of chopped up in advance. Now, at that point, I don't really understand why you wouldn't order it pre-cooked, but I also don't like cooking. So if you like cooking, the pre-chopped stuff probably is easier. Hire things out. If my house needs a deep cleaning, I bring people in to do it. They are much better at it than me. If I start to really clean, I'll get distracted. I'll organize a drawer. I will open unopened junk mail that never needs to be opened. Find somebody who's better at things than you are, which brings me to delegate. This is absolutely the best thing I ever learned to do at work. At this point, I'm actually so good at it that I try to delegate every single thing that I don't want to do. Also, if you have kids, why do you have kids if you don't put them to work? Find chores that are age appropriate that they can help out with. If it's character building, at least that's what my mom told me when she made me do chores when I was a kid. Also, prioritize. What do you really need to do right now? And then what can wait until tomorrow or next week, or maybe you don't ever need to do it. Multitask. While you're out making a food run, can you stop by the post office to drop off a package? Making one trip instead of 2 can help you be less physically tired. It can also remove the mental fatigue of having something on your must-do list. Take a nap. Watch TV, spend time doing nothing. Now, this workshop would have been done a lot sooner if I didn't do any of those things, but I really needed some downtime, and the delay actually impacted nothing. I knew that I was going to finish it, and I also knew that I probably would finish it faster if I didn't keep pushing for some arbitrary deadline that I'd made up. Limit sugar or combine sugar with something that burns really slowly, like almonds. Sugar can spike your energy, but it can also make you then crash really big. If you combine a high sugar food, which is also called a high glycemic food, with a really low sugar one, the overall impact of like the entire meal is decreased. The official term for that is called the glycemic load. And you can find charts that talk about food combining and different suggestions for that online.